Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, in the last read, I was picking up on a copycat, a doppelganger for the Lord, and so there are the dominators that want to dominate. They want you to eat bugs and be able to control how far you can go or what you can drive or whether you can and all that stuff. And so we've got those who are vying for control, and there is a doppelganger for the Lord or the ruler of the world. And I'm curious to know how it's going to turn out for the doppelganger. It is really interesting, to see, who's making claims about being Allah or being the Messiah. Lately, you've got all these, well, not all these, but there's been at least two pop up with these claims. And so it is interesting that it is playing out, that there is a vying for this position happening right now. And so I would like to know what is going to happen with the doppelganger. As compared to the real deal. How is it going to go down? How is it going to go down? The actual Christed being versus that one who feasts and on the Christed being and wears the essence as though it is their own. Let's check it out. What's in the central energy, Spirit, regarding the Christed doppelganger? The Christed doppelganger. The Christed doppelganger is in a tower. The Christed doppelganger is in a tower. They're having negative thoughts. They're feeling mentally restricted, perhaps, and because they lost their opportunity. They're in a Ace of Pentacles reversed. They missed their chance. So, Christed being doppelganger isn't doing very well right now. Challenged by the Chariot. So, Christed being doppelganger, the doppelganger of the Lord, they are challenged because the real deal gained a victory over the doppelganger. So it looks like the script isn't working. What you got, Agenda 2030, agenda whatever, you got all this stuff, the reset, all that. It looks like the script isn't working for the doppelganger. In the subconscious, we've got the Queen of Cups. So there is stable emotions, compassionate, caring. In the recent past, The Nine of Swords reversed. We will need to clarify what this is. Intentions, expectations. The Knight of Pentacles. Financial growth in the near future. The Moon, illusion. Illusion, fear and anxiety. In the lens it's being looked through. We've got the Ace of Wands, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities in the environment. The Star, spiritual fortune, healing and rejuvenation. Hopes and fears. Oh, he's kissing my foot. Thank you, baby. Judgment. Ooh. So, Star. Judgment. Hopes and fears. We got judgment here. Weighing options. Balancing decisions. Multiple priorities for a Queen of Pentacles. And the outcome here. Knight of Swords in the upright. Thinking fast. Conflict. Divorce. There's some a light being shined on all the work that has been being done regarding the foundation of the Empress. And we're moving forward. Which causes a painful ending. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. We've got confident, divine love. Negotiations and contracts are going underway, and it's time for a celebration. Moving on to calmer waters, balance and harmony with that peace. Yeah, so they're fighting. Somebody wants to fight. So the doppelganger, so you got the Lord, right? You got the Lord, so you got the Christ and the Antichrist, right? So the doppelganger is like all up in this business, wanting to fool the world, you know, gain a following. And I don't know, you can say, some people say, you know, introduce themselves as the Satan, or you got the Lucifer, you've got Moloch, you've got, you know, other factions. They all want to vie for this position of world ruler, right? Because the Christ is supposed to return and manage the whole planet, right? Everybody's supposed to be united. So it's like, okay, who is going to be that? So it looks like the doppelganger is in the middle of a tower. And they're having a sudden insight. They're being mentally restricted or somehow thinking negatively because they've missed their opportunity. The actual Lord has gained a victory. Screwing up the plans. Screwing up the plans. So I'll just say the anti, and the Christ. So you got the anti here in a tower having negative thoughts because they lost their opportunity. Ace of Pentacles reversed, and it's time. It's time. It's time. They're out of time. It's time for a change. The actual Christ gained a victory and is moving forward. This actual Christ could be a Queen of Cups. The Mother. The Mother. The Mother. Sovereign. The Mother. So the Antichrist is challenged because the sovereign mother, the nurturer, gained a victory. And they are haunted now. They're mentally disturbed, so they're haunted. Whoever this is, the anti, this doppelganger, this Christ, the Antichrist, whoever this is, okay. And they're okay. So they're in a challenge because the Queen of Cups is the actual Christed being who gained a victory and is in their purpose. And is congratulated, being congratulated. They are in a deep-seated fear and worry. Because prophecy is here. So deep-seated fear and worry about prophecy. The Mother, the Christed sovereign being, is gained a victory. So there's the anti. He wants to come in and pretend to be the Lord. Oh man. Okay, hold up. So they're in deep-seated fear and worry because the Queen of Cups has gained a victory. She's a sovereign being. She's made an achievement, a good investment. There's no competition. There's no competition. They're in fear and anxiety. Whoever this is, trying to take out the Christed Queen of Cups, the Mother. So they're in fear and anxiety because they've been horseplaying around with a sovereign being. They've been effing around and trying desperately to F over a Christed sovereign being, the mother. A giant. They have been effing around with the mother, the Christ, the mother. And I'm saying it antichrist Christ because that's what this topic was when I started pulling these cards. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. Ouija board. The star. The star. The Queen of Cups is the Christ. The Queen of Cups is the Christ. Important. We've got judgment, balancing, being brought to many priorities, many decisions needing to be made. Queen of Pentacles. Maternal instinct. Maternal instinct. Wealthy mother. Academic. So in the outgoing energy, we have somebody driven to succeed, defending their beliefs, thinking fast, taking action. And we've got defense in the reverse. We've got location. Wise guy. A wise guy is trying to find the location of the mother, the optimistic mother. She's being remembered. All the conflict, all the pain they caused her for entertainment so that they could siphon out her sovereign nature and her star qualities. They drained the mother for everything she had. So the Christ is female. And she gained a victory. She doesn't look very happy. Huh. Okay. They're in a tower. They sabotage themselves. Lack of planning and foresight. They lost their opportunity. They missed their chance for this Ace of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. They're in a tower. Everything's falling apart. They sabotage themselves. They're being haunted right now because the mother, the Christ, I'm saying it's the mother. You can do whatever you need to do with the genders, however you need to make the storyline work for you. But I'm reading it and I'm saying there is a doppelganger here who's pretending he's an antichrist and he's coming after the mother. She gained a victory. She was victorious. She was victorious. And these ones are being haunted and they want forgiveness. Or they want forgiveness for haunting her. They want forgiveness for haunting her. They want to mend the connection. But they got habits and they know they're never ever going to change. So congratulations, you've gained a victory over this. It was prophesied. It was prophesied and they're in deep-seated worry and fear right now. They might be reaching out. You have your own space. They can't get into your space. You've got time to think, or maybe they are being separated. You've been working hard routinely, and these ones can't bring competition to you. They're in regret because they can't compete with you. They can't compete with you for your destiny. They can't compete with you for your destiny because you have a soul contract and a soul tie. And you're in the limelight. So the Christed being has survived. Whatever this was, they gained a victory and they are seen, like witnessed. They couldn't cover her up. They couldn't bury her before anybody had an opportunity to see her, to witness her. She's in the limelight. She's got a soul tie and a soul contract. And they've been horse playing around with her. They've been really effing around with her, neglecting to give her what she needs. They're in fear and anxiety. Because they're getting what they got. They're getting what they gave. Everything that they put upon her, all that crap they put upon her, they're getting it. So the anti is getting, she gained a victory. And so everything they did to her is going back to them. She survived. And so everything they did to her is now being returned. It's being reversed. It didn't stick. All this stuff, it's going back with a great power, with a fire. The star is seen as important in the environment, and they're feeling broken and shattered about it. They're under judgment. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made by this nurturing mother figure who has knowledge of what's been going on about the lies. They want to defend their beliefs. They're rushing in to try to defend their beliefs, but they're not able to defend themselves. There's no defense. Holding back. They're getting held back. And we've got inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. A commitment. So Christ, the Queen of Cups, is connected to somebody. She's a Christed being, and she is connected to somebody. Her heart will mend, and the connection. So the love is, our love is always there despite the distance. The connection has been mended between this Christed being, this Queen of Cups, and her commitment, the one that she is committed to. And these prideful third wheel enemies are guilty, and are guilty of neglecting this person. And they're confused because this is a new chapter. Wow. So that's great. So yes, the Queen of Cups is the Christ, and she's connected to her her counterpart. That no matter the distance, they are connected. But there is an anti here who she gained a victory over. Perhaps with her counterpart, they gained a victory over this. So whoever this is here with the Queen of Cups. See, so the Queen of Cups is in the Christed position with her counterpart here, and the anti, or the doppelganger, or whoever it is that's pretending to be Christ, is in a tower. That's wild. And of course, everybody's expecting a masculine and to come and be Lord and then choose a bride, right? The pristine virgin, whatever. But the thing is that that's just the dominator, patriarchy, ruler. No, the actual Christed being is the mother, the creator, the portal that brings in souls from the spiritual realm for the earthly existence. She's the Christ. She carries that light within her that surrounds the fetus and generates all this warmth and sun and star energy to put vitality into the womb, into that new life. She's the Christ. She's one of them. She doesn't need to marry anybody. She's already got connections. She's already connected. And it isn't with this anti who's going to come in and pretend to be. She's already gained a victory over this person. Whoever this doppelganger, the anti, they are not in service to anybody. They've sabotaged themselves, and it's time. It's time for a change. They want forgiveness. They've been. It's time for a change. They want forgiveness. They're being haunted, or they want forgiveness for haunting this sovereign Christed being. they gained a victory over this person and what they did to her. Successful. Love pulled her through. She knew that there was no greater goal than to love. Queen of Cups. Congratulations. Congratulations on your freedom. Congratulations on your freedom. Congratulations, you're an abundant, limitless being. She's the Christed being, and she is free. She is free. They sacrificed her before and have been pulling off of her star qualities, her light, her services, her Christed being services. And they haunted her, trying to trap her and doing it again, and it failed. As per prophecy, and now they can't get into her space anymore. They can't get into her space. They're really worried. This was prophesied. And I don't think she's going to be leaving, you know. Here, I think the plan was that they were going to, like this Lord or whatever, was going to marry the sovereign, Christed feminine, and then traffic her or whatever, get her out of here, and then eliminate the strongest man. But the thing is that it failed because she survived all of their hauntings. She survived the curses. And now she's denying them. Now they're being denied. They can't get into her space. They can no longer access her. They can no longer bring competition to her. They regret trying to steal her destiny. They regret trying to unalive her. They failed. She's got a soul tie and a soul contract with a giant in a limelight position. These ones are in fear and anxiety because they were effing around, horse playing around, and now they're getting everything that they put her through, they have to go through now. So you've got this Ace of Wands here, right? You're not guilty of using the Ouija board or calling forth spirits or doing witchcraft on anybody or haunting anybody. You never did that. You're not guilty of doing that. So you're not guilty of this. You are a fiery in this power, in your desire, in your willpower. You never went there. You never used your fire, you never used your creator ability. You didn't call on anybody to haunt anybody. You have empathy. You care for people on both sides of the situation here. You're the star, you got a spiritual fortune, you got healing and rejuvenation. You're seen as important. And these people who were abusing you are feeling broken and shattered by that. The anti. Those ones who were pretending to be Christed beings, but they're not. You are. The Queen of Cups is. These ones who were pretending, these ones who wanted to take out the star and dress up in it, they're feeling broken and shattered. They don't know what to do. They're under judgment. There's lots of things going on here. This abundant mother figure she knows the truth about the lies, about the dishonesty. And they're not at peace. They're not at peace because she knows about the lies. They're rushing in to defend their beliefs, but they can't defend themselves. They're being held back. They don't want to surrender. Or it could be that this sovereign Christed being refused to surrender and they failed. Yeah. So they're rushing in, trying to defend their beliefs, but they can't. There's no defense. They're trying to, but there's no defense. They're being held back because this Christed being, the mother here, refused to surrender. She's like, no, I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. And they failed. It caused a failure for them. You got gifts of the soul that benefit yourself and others, and you are balanced in a state of perfect harmony. You're all about relationships that serve the higher good, and you're all about an attitude of gratitude. So there is this thing, though. There's this, this murmuring, and it's being cleared out, but they're not gonna give up, okay? Because right now you got like I mentioned. You're going to have people coming out of the word claiming to be the Messiah, claiming to be Allah, claiming to be this or that. It's going to be a lot of masculines are going to crop up and claim to be this. But the actual Christ is feminine, the Divine Mother. So the anti is in a tower because she did not perish. She survived. She gained a victory, and she's moving forward. She knows that there's no greater goal than to love. She is successful, and she's seen as important in the environment. It was a prophecy. It was prophesied that she would not die. She didn't die. She gained her freedom. She gained her freedom from a community of a-holes. They're all in a tower. They sabotage themselves by haunting this person. They sabotaged the mother. They tried to destroy the mother, the life giver, the source of their essence. We've got unexpected income. That's why they did it. They wanted money. And they're in despair because she's free. The Christed Mother, the Divine Mother is free. She's the Christ. Again, coffin in the reverse. They could not undo her. They couldn't unalive her. was prophecy. And now they're being denied access to her space. They can't have access to her, and they're in deep-seated fear and worry. They could not unalive her, and they have expectations of her marriage. Now, as we saw there is an inseparable love. Her and her love are not in the same location. There is an anti here who's going to come forward. They're going to try to present, I get the feeling they're going to try, they're desperate. I don't know if they're going to be permitted, though. They're thinking about your house on the distant horizons. Or the house, the big house, the limelight position. You're not guilty of working with spirits to try to hurt people or haunt people. You didn't do any of that. You just rested in your own willpower, in your own essence, and you stood in your own authority. You didn't have to do anything of that other sort. You didn't do what they did. You didn't do what they did. They tried to blame you for it, but you didn't do it. They're under adjudication. And they don't know what to do. They're feeling broken and shattered because you're seen as important. This Christed being, the mother, the Queen of Cups, the mother, the nurturer, the mother, is seen as a healer, a rejuvenator, a gift. It was prophesied that she would not die. The mother is coming back. She is the Christ. She has a soul contract, a soul tie, with a giant, perhaps, who is in the limelight position, or perhaps she is seen as a giant. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Somebody is losing their official status for lying, for using their knowledge to hurt others, to lie, to set up, to frame. They're trying to defend their beliefs, but they can't defend their beliefs. There's nothing, they can't defend it. The mother did not surrender. The Christ, the actual Christed being, those stars, the earth angels, the actual Christed beings who have been out here under severe attack. Now you can do whatever you want to do with the genders, but I'm picking up on the Divine Mother, okay? Now I know that the Divine Mother dwells within all beings, whether you be masculine or feminine. You know, we all have both within us. So please read this into your circumstance however it resonates with you, if it does. I just keep saying Divine Mother because that's what I'm picking up on. And also, she's here. So, they failed. She refused to give up. She refused to give up. She refused to crumble in a pile of whimpering, sobbing, whatever. No. Her light did not go out. In fact, her light only got brighter. And now they're facing imprisonment. They failed. They failed, and now they're facing imprisonment because she refused to give up. She refused to give up. We've got high honor unions. A high honor union, a high honor love union on the pathway for this privileged lady, this gift. She is the light. She is the light. She is the great fortune, and the union that she's having will make a change for everything. You've just got to be very careful. There is, because, and I keep saying this, this union will change everything. It will change everything. So you've got this community, they are anti-Christ. They've been trying real hard to hurt the one who shines, but she is okay. Okay. Third wheel enemies want forgiveness for haunting this sovereign being for money. The masks are off, and their coach, their knowledge failed them. This Queen of Cups is an abundant, limitless being, congratulated for gaining their freedom, and has gained a promise. Okay. They have habits and they're in despair. What are they going to do, Spirit? Are they going to come after? Oh, so we got Origin in the reverse. So this could be a despair in that their family tree may be undone. Because that's a new tree, right? That's a family, that's a tree. And it's in the reverse. And it says Origin. So their origins, their ancestry may be undone. Bound to whatever commitments they were working with in this Ouija board. Whatever agreements they made, they're bound to it. They flipped their ancestry. They flipped their ancestry. Because the Christ, the mother, the star, as prophesied, did not die. And they're expecting a marriage, a union, no more competition. They're in regret. Yeah, no death. No death. They couldn't unalive this Christed being. They're immortal. They're immortal. They're going through withdrawals. They're going through withdrawals because they've been cut off from the essence, from the energy. They've been cut off. They're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare. It was all a daydream. It was all an illusion. The Christ has a limelight position. They're seen as a giant. They've got a soul tie, a soul contract. These ones are in fear and anxiety because they were horse playing around with it, and they're getting everything that they gave. They're getting what they deserve. They're getting what they did to this Christed being. It's being returned to them. They're bound to their commitments. They flipped their own ancestry, their own lineage. Chasing a dream. So so the actual Queen of Cups, who is a light-bearing star, a Christed being, has expectations of getting into a marriage. There's no competition there. Nobody can compete with it. It's a blessing. There is real estate. These ones are sick about it. They're sick about it. They were horseplaying away. They're in fear and anxiety because they're getting what they gave. Because you persevered. Because this Christed being persevered. The divine feminine in you, the Christed mother in you, persevered. And you're seen as important. You've got alliances who see you as high value. Your enemies are your adversaries are feeling broken and shattered about this. Because everybody, they don't know what to do, because everybody that collaborated with them against you is under adjudication. They're all under adjudication. They're all under judgment. They're losing their official person status. The nurturing mother. It's the nurturing mother. The Christed being, the sovereign mother, gained a victory. You're going to have, there's going to be, patriarchy. There's going to be somebody coming forward pretending to be the Lord, and it will be what it will be because people have been programmed to expect a masculine. They will probably, they will only see the mother as wife. They won't see her as Christ because they've been programmed to see her as an afterthought. They're furious that she survived. They're furious that they couldn't. She disrupted the plan, the reset plan. She screwed up the storyline. And she's having sweet dreams. They're so mad. She's having sweet dreams. And they're all stressed out. They could be homeless. They don't have any peace. They're a bunch of liars, and she is seen as a good and wholesome human, kind and considerate. And these ones are just third wheel enemies. Everybody sees them for what they are. They can't defend themselves. They don't want to surrender. She refused to surrender. This mother, the Queen of Cups, mother figure, the sovereign mother figure, star being, the portal, the sacred feminine portal of the stars, the one who brings life from the stars into this realm for its earthly experience. She is that Christed, sacred, divine, and sovereign being. And she's getting married. but not to the anti. Let's see here. There is luck here. The anti is going into the prison. She's getting, the self-love is saved. Self-love saves and reaches the goals. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I gotta, these ones are blind. They want to apologize. It could be that they didn't know what they were doing. Some of them didn't know what they were doing. I gotta hurry up. I'm running out of light and I don't want to turn on the big light. Ooh, I'm fading away. I'm fading away. Ooh. Pretty soon I'll disappear and everybody will say, where did she go? Off into another timeline, another reality, another dimension. And I feel like the way that this is kind of dimming in here and the way that this storyline is going is the way that it kind of feels, you know? Like they're being denied to get into her space. And like she would not, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. And they're in a nightmare because they've been disconnected from her and like everything's getting darker and darker and darker, you know? These false people. The false people, the Antichrist, the ones who don't have light. So it's like everything, like on my video here, it's like everything keeps getting darker and darker and darker. And there's this desperation. And we've got joyfulness. Joyfulness because you are okay. And it's time. And you know, like years ago, 2015, one of my first messages was remember time. And I've been on a journey ever since. What about it, you know? Falseness. So their masks are off. So their knowledge failed them. They want forgiveness for haunting the Christed beings, for messing with their mind, trying to get their money. Their masks are off. Everybody can see them as false. You're a sovereign being. You're successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. You got your chariot here, a victory. And they're in despair. They're in despair because you are free and you have a promise. You're a limitless, abundant being. You're a Christed being. You're a Christed mother being, a portal to the stars. Servant. This servant is in despair. Their family tree has been flipped upside down. They didn't get any money. They didn't get any money. They got disconnected from the stars. They're going through withdrawals. There is expectation of a marriage here, a union. They're in a nightmare. They're having a nightmare because the soldier owes the merchant. And they're in a nightmare. Because she is expecting to get married. And they can't bring competition or fight for it. So they can't compete for it. So the anti can't compete for the marriage to this Christed mother figure. She's already in a soul tie with somebody, a giant. She's already in a soul tie with a giant in a limelight position. They're already in a soul contract. Soul tied, soul contract. They're already in a commitment. They're already in a commitment. So I was concerned about that in the last one because I saw that this weird marriage lord merchant thing, and I was like, whoa. So that's why I did this second read. I'm like, hold up, Nellie, we need to find out what's going on here, right? Messenger. We got messenger. Occupation. You never did go work with the spirits. You didn't go that route. You are a Christed being. You didn't do that. You didn't wish ill will on anybody. You didn't try to hurt anybody. All you did was persevere through those challenges, utilizing your willpower, your stubborn will. And your stubborn will is now skillful will. Your stubborn will is now skillful will. So we've got cheerfulness. You can be happy. These ones who collaborated against you, they don't know what to do. They're feeling broken and shattered. They're under adjudication. They're going to get prison. There's prison there. And then in the outcome, we've got failure and prison. And it's a surprise. It's a surprise. They can't defend themselves. They're trying to defend themselves, but they can't defend themselves. The mother, the Christ, did not quit. They refused to surrender. They did not dissolve under the weight of burden or shame or guilt or fear or blame or pain or any of that. They loved themselves. I don't mean, I don't mean to be excluding the masculine. I really don't. By saying this is the Divine Mother read, the Christed Mother, I don't mean to exclude the masculine at all, because there is obviously a giant masculine here who is with this mother already in soul tie. So there is obviously a divine masculine here who is also Christed being. So I don't mean to be like that. I'm just excited because I see that here. She's a portal to the stars. And she didn't ever quit. And there's congratulations. There's congratulations on your freedom, Divine Mother, Christed being, portal to the stars. You, who they tried to bury and replace with their own image. You are a gift in the room, in the mind, your sweetness, your love, your lullabies to your children, the sweet love songs you sing when, or the little tunes that you whistle or whatever when you're wandering around in the forest, you know? In the collective field, in the room, you're a blessing. You're always dropping gifts of beauty and love and light. You did not quit. You, Queen of Cups, Christed being, did not quit. You refused to surrender. And you won. You won your freedom. Christed mother. And the anti servant is in despair because their tree has been flipped. Treat yourself to a nice bath, nice cup of cocoa or whatever you got going on, and have yourself some sweet dreams. Yeah. Go love yourself because you are worth saving. You are the portal to the stars. You are the Christ. See you on the next one, everybody.